way I couldn't explain, and by the time I unlocked my room, I had already started noticing patterns without meaning to. And that became important later because patterns were the first thing that stopped behaving normally there, and the room itself looked ordinary at first glance. Faded carpet, floral bedspread, old television bolted to a dresser. The kind of motel room designed to feel temporary even while you're inside it. But the longer I stood there, the more details began to stand out. Small things that didn't align properly, like how the mirror over the sink reflected the bathroom doorway at a slightly wrong angle, or how the air conditioner hummed loudly without actually changing the temperature of the room. And then there was the phone sitting beside the bed, an old beige landline with no labels on the buttons and a cord twisted tightly enough that it looked almost braided. And I remember staring at it longer than necessary because of what the clerk had said. And I finally convinced myself the warning was probably aimed at drunk guests or prank calls or something equally normal, something explainable, and eventually exhaustion overpowered curiosity, and I showered, turned off the lights, and lay down facing the television screen, which reflected the room faintly in the darkness. And I must have drifted off for an hour or two before waking suddenly without knowing why. That strange kind of waking where your body reacts before your thoughts catch up, and the room felt different immediately, not colder or louder, just occupied somehow. And I stayed still for a moment listening, trying to figure out what had pulled me awake. And then I heard it, a soft, repetitive sound coming from outside, not footsteps exactly, more like someone dragging their fingers slowly along the metal railing outside the rooms. And it moved steadily past my window without stopping. A faint, scraping rhythm that faded toward the far end of the motel before disappearing entirely. And I remember sitting up slowly after it ended, checking my phone for the time. And the screen read 1:58 a.m., and I don't know why that detail unsettled me as much as it did, except that the warning from the clerk returned instantly in my mind. Sharper now, more specific. And I told myself I was being ridiculous, that motels are full of strange noises at night,